Hi, I'm Ryan Daws, Senior Editor at TechForge Media, and joining me today is Louis Mirabal, who is the Head of Strategic Financial Analysis at Globalstar. So, Louis, can you elaborate on the unique features of Globalstar's IoT devices?
So Globalstar is a pioneer in satellite communications and has created a lot of products along the way. Currently is in the market developing and promoting products associated with IoT. So satellite communications and IoT go very well together. Satellite, as you may know, provide coverage in significant areas, Global Star in particular globally, with a constellation of satellites. And this coverage provides connectivity to solutions that are pretty unique, where in a lot of cases there is no cellular coverage. In a lot of cases, there is no enterprise to provide local connectivity. So we have a range of use cases from logistics, marine, um, also even looking at wildlife, tracking wildlife activity in certain areas. So use cases are pretty unique to different government entities, enterprises, and also focus on sustainability. A lot of these trackers are solar power, given the circumstances of where the use case is. So these different use cases provide connectivity to these particular solutions for example, tracking, location, and messaging. Globalstar also have a set of devices dedicated for messaging, which is being used for emergency services, for people that are outside coverage areas to communicate back, and they have been pretty successful with a leading product in the market.
How are you utilizing edge computing to improve smart device capabilities?
Globalstar is in the process of deploying an upgrade to this network that already exists, which is providing two-way communications. And with that, one of the products in the market will be an availability of having compute power in these devices. And that by default turns the device in an intelligent device that can provide command and control of assets. So right now, there are a lot of use cases of sensors reporting back information. Now, the network will be able to apply responses that the different use cases would like to assert into whatever that device is connected to. And there is compute capabilities on those devices, so you can actually even run AI models, inference models that will be able to have certain capabilities of command and control.
AI is very much the hot topic at the moment. How are you addressing the challenge of data management and analytics in IoT?
So we have a layer of an API that we offer our VARs, our value-added resellers. Globalstar is the connectivity provider, and we enable these value-added resellers to actually integrate with the um, end users. And there are a lot of different use cases where data management and is being used to as I said, track assets, manage devices. For example, in the logistics space, there is containers that are being tracked, and not only their location, but also temperature sensors, vibration sensors that are reported back to the through the cloud to the use case that or the end user to be able to report information about the assets that are there. So the value-added resellers is the main integrator of the solution between the connectivity and the data management.
So, what are the most significant challenges facing the IoT today, in your opinion?
IoT is being used as a low throughput connectivity solution. So therefore, there has to be an economic equation in there to make sense of the use case. So, and that's a combination of the actual subscription rate, the combination of the device, and obviously the return of investment that the end user is looking for. So those economics is always something that is there to make sense of the new use cases. Um, and there is always challenge on competing with other solutions. And depending on where the use case is in terms of geographical location, there are other solutions that provide alternative. Um, there is significant efforts in the part of edge compute and AI that it is going to actually make the use cases more appealing, giving functionality put on the edge instead of trying to provide a large pipe of connectivity. Having compute on the edge will enable these use cases in a much interesting way.
So the artificial intelligence of things is the latest buzzword. What are your thoughts on it, and what does that enable?
We enable AI through compute capabilities in the devices. We're using traditional compute in these devices that would allow to run these AI inference models based on some training that has happened already um, uh, for that particular use case. And um, as as you will expect, the end users are looking for these capabilities to save in terms of programmability, to save in terms of data management, to save on even on the connectivity. So this is a tool that is going to be used pretty quick as we launch our two-way network to manage these command and control applications.
How do you see the IoT evolving over the next 5 years, and what will be the key drivers of this evolution?
There is a large effort in terms of providing better connectivity, higher amount of bandwidth, two-way capabilities, integrating with what we call multi-mode, which is more ways of connect on the same device as the devices that require mobility move from satellite coverage areas to urban areas or areas that are covered by cellular networks. There is the potential of crossover the data through the different networks. Obviously, that's on the connectivity side. There is also more capabilities that these devices can have, including more storage and more devices, and always depending on the use case. I think that one thing that we're going to see in the next few years in integration of all these different services across the value chain. So it is not going to be um, interesting to have a connectivity solution for portions of the value chain. So the end user will expect that the whole value chain is covered by the same platform. So you will have an end-to-end, let's say, asset tracking for logistic purposes, or all the areas in an energy system be covered by the same provider. So from the generation to the delivery of energy, for example, so there is complete end-to-end tracking of, let's say, solar system, solar generation in globally for the footprint of the end user. So end-to-end connectivity is something that the users are looking for.
Well, that's everything from me today, Louis. So thank you for the insightful chat, and hopefully we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you very much.